AskReddit. What are some of your unethical life hacks? When buying something on Craigslist, I used my spam email to lowball the seller by a lot. Then I used my regular email to give a reasonable offer that is still a good amount under the asking price. I almost always have my offer accepted. I always pick rock paper scissors against my sister or in front of my sister. I end up doing dishes more, etc, but the odd time I really need something I pick scissors. She's always going on about how I'm so dumb for always picking rock, but I know what's up. If you wanna download movies, music, or software, just Google them and read the DMCA complaints on the bottom of the search results. All the copyrighted material is conveniently listed there and where you can get them. Good guy Google. If you ever go to a country concert where something that implies you are in the military, you won't pay for a drink the whole night. If you're hungry and it's between 6 AM to 8 AM, you can get free continental breakfast from pretty much any hotel you walk into. It helps if it's busy. When lying, always include something slightly embarrassing or something that makes you look bad as part of your story. It's not only going to disarm their skepticism, admitting to something embarrassing gives an impression of humility, but even if they remain skeptical, they'll be left wondering why you would make something up that you'd rather keep secret if it were true. The weirdest I've heard of is rich moms hiring handicapped people to go to Disney with them so they and their children can skip all the lines. When you are calling a utility/customer service number and you need to speak to someone but receive an automated menu prompt, choose the Spanish option, then press 0. Multiple benefits here. More often than not, they do not hire reps that only speak Spanish. They will most likely be bilingual and will handle overflow calls in English anyway. Second, Spanish speakers are less common in India, so the Spanish speaking call centers are usually located in the US. So when you get the rep, you will not have to deal with language barriers often encountered with the Indian reps. In addition, the wait is usually not as long. Source: I used to work at a title company, and this usually worked when calling large corporate banks. A drug dealer in DC taught me to pick my nose if the police are staring at me. No one picks their nose if they think someone is watching them, so it's the ultimate way of being nonchalant. When career hunting, flagging Craigslist posts as spam after applying, or taking down flyers for a position, like at a college campus, cuts down on the competition. I'm actually teaching a class on how to carry out all sorts of scams. Registration fee is $500, cash or money order only. I post fake job ads on Craigslist for positions I'm interested in. I get tons of resumes from people who are looking for similar positions in my area. Then I make sure my resume stands out from the rest when I apply for a real job. I buy organic produce, but use the self-checkout and ring it up as the non-organic version. Yes, I'm a rebel. I used to do the same, but would go crazy with it. I don't know if they fixed this, but Fresh and Easy used to ring up bananas at self-checkout by count, not by weight. They don't weigh the banana. I'd ring everything up as bananas and just pretend to scan them. 10-pound bag of frozen chicken, 25 cents. Huge jug of laundry detergent, same. Anything. All I have to say in my defense is that you gotta do what you gotta do when your broken food stamps don't make it through the month. I'm doing much better now and no longer steal food and household supplies. Edit. I'm a dude. Decent looking. I would say it's 50/50 on guys and women offering it. Mostly chicks tough. Entering the partying/rave scene. I tell everyone I've never done any drugs. Suddenly everyone offers me cocaine, ecstasy, pot, LSD. I think I've had $200 worth of drugs each weekend for free. Same with liquor. I'm not drinking tonight, boom. Everyone gives me booze. It's like everyone wants to break your integrity as soon as you tell them you are not doing whatever they are doing. If you look like you know what you're doing, no one will bother you. To prove this in college, a friend and I walked into the student union holding a clipboard, walked straight over to a table, picked it up, and walked out with it without anyone saying anything. If someone hurts your feelings, dedicate much of your free time and energy into finding ways to humiliate them and ruin their life. It can become a very fun exercise leading to increases in problem solving abilities and the gaining of inexpensible life lessons. I have a bunch. Here are a couple of my faves. Buy the cheapest ticket you can find for a sporting event you want to attend 1 hour before it starts. Log into StubHub to see which nice, but not heavily secured, seats are still available at a price point higher than the competition. Write a few of them down, and chances are you can sit there all game without any issue. Keep your next parking ticket, pay online, and put it on your windshield whenever you need to park illegally. If you call in sick to work, always say your doctor is a she. Just that tiny detail makes it so much more legit. I can't make it in today, my doctor's a woman. Bulletproof. When phoning up your internet service provider, rather than waiting through the robotic voice thing, choose the option to say you want to quit their service. This way you will talk to a human faster, as they will persuade you to keep business with them. Call up your TV provider and tell them you want to stop using them. To keep your business, they will offer extra channels. When the channels run out, repeat the process. I have had NFL Sunday Ticket on direct for 3 years straight now for free. Have a set of pictures on your phone of yourself in your apartment. Send one to your GF before you go to sleep when you're actually getting shit-faced with your friends. Edit. Why is everybody so mad? The title of the thread says unethical. Never tell vendors for your wedding that you're hiring them for a wedding. It's an event or reunion. Big price difference. I take a person to the uni dining hall with Tupperware in it. Load up multiple plates of food, then take a bunch with when I leave. I do not feel the least bit bad about it, considering what they charge me in tuition, plus I pay to get into the dining hall anyway. Also, having worked banquets and buffets before, I know they probably are away literally tons of food per week. Might as well turn some of it into dinner. Here's a classic. Drive over to your 7-Eleven of choice. Fill up a Slurpee and drop some candy bars in that bitch. Make sure the candy bars aren't showing. Cover the Slurpee and pay for it. Free Snickers, bitch. I'm not condoning this behavior, but McDonald's will replace any item free of charge. No questions asked. You can eat an entire Big Mac, walk up to the counter with the empty wrapper, and just tell them it wasn't good. They'll make you another, free of charge. I love this one. Okay, so when buying beer, if a beer comes in both 6-pack and 30-pack form, each individual beer will have a barcode on them. If you scan this barcode at self-checkout, it will come up as a 6-pack. So, rip an inconspicuous hole into the side of the 30-pack and line a beer's barcode with your tier. Be careful, make sure the box can still be carried without the small rip turning into a larger one. During self-checkout it can get sketchy. On most checkouts, the price comes up briefly. I've done this many times and only been busted once. The employee said, "Wow, I can't believe they rung up that way, whatever," and we were on our way. Nothing like purchasing 90 beers for a little over $20. If you need to cash from an ATM and it's not a large amount, buy a 5-cent piece of gum from a gas station that has the cashback option. It's cheaper than a $3 charge. If you break something, but don't have the receipt anymore, buy the exact same one from the shops, and then either scavenge parts from it to fix yours, and take it back claiming it didn't work out of the box, or just return the old one with your new receipt. Then sell one on eBay. A YouTuber said this in one of his videos. How to have a guaranteed call back from a girl when you give her your number. 1. Go to a upper class area near an ATM or a big bank. 2. Search trash cans around the location for withdrawal receipts. You'll look for one with a large bank balance on. Try collect a few, maybe £30k, £40k plus, and stuff them in your wallet. 3. Now when you give a girl your number, just pull one of these out and write on the back of it your number. At some point they'll see your bank balance and decide to give you a go. For apartment dwellers, when the local newspapers get delivered to the building, pilfer all the tequila coupons. Mad criminal mastermind over here. Whenever I go to a big chain movie theater, I get my tickets from those electronic kiosks they have at the front, and I buy the child's price tickets. They're way cheaper. The guy ripping the tickets never gives a shit. I'm always prepared to say, oops, did I buy a kid's ticket by accident? Sorry if I ever get caught, but I've done this at least a dozen times and have never been called on it.